Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you guys could hear this. Hmm. Hold on, give me one moment. I'm just gonna put some music on. Okay. Alright. 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 Just a little bit lower. Okay. Alright. Hopefully my music's not louder than me. That's a very big hopefully. Okay. All right, let's get started. Have everything set up. Just a little bit. Okay. So I started off today's Asian session a little bit too late. Not that late, but I want to say I usually start like at 8, 7:30. Today I start at like 9, basically. So, I mean, yeah, so we could see what's been happening. I haven't really been recording or being live in a long time, so this is something I decided to start doing again. I started focusing on other stuff. Started focusing on different business strategy. Moved over to online clothing brand. But I didn't have as much fun doing that than trading. So now I'm just gonna put all my focus back into this. So right now what we could do is we go to the 1 hour. So we broke these lows here. Go to the 4 hour. Yeah, we broke these lows.
Just like you. Special starts on Etsy. Shop the Etsy app.
So we've been accumulating a lot here. So most likely, I feel like, yeah, just had a bearish hammer there, bearish hammer there. So we're gonna have some down push here. Go to the weekly. It failed to break this high over here. Also have a bearish hammer here, went up here. So right here we could see that in this candle on the 21st, yeah, on the 21st of this week, this whole week was all the way up here. So for this, now we're about to break this. We have 2 days left for this week candle to close. But for me, what I'm looking at is I see that it failed to break this up here. This area of interest up here failed to break it. So we're also, it looks like an all-time highs. Yeah, we're in all-time highs right now for gold. So for gold, what I'm thinking is we're not gonna push up here yet for the weekly. We might go down here. We might want to start searching down here. So I'm gonna look for some sells today. Let's see on the 4 hours, see if it's confirming what I'm saying. Yeah, we could see that it started a downtrend here. See that it started a downtrend down here. Respecting this. If anything, we might see this come down here, retest this again. Because we've been in this area 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different times. So this area is pretty strong right now. And every time it's gone down here, it's gone like really heavy. Like look, you see this big candle here just dropped really fast. Over here, same thing, it dropped over here, but then it reversed. Down here also again. So daily looks pretty bearish. Looks pretty bearish here also. We broke past this fair value gap here. Broke past it. And if I take out this, go here, here. So somewhere still in that area. But that Fibonacci doesn't work there. So Daily looks bearish also for me. Came down here, broke these lows again. Big momentum. Starting to lose volume. But it just looks like it's going back to the average of volumes over here. There's barely any buy pressure here. There's barely any buy pressure. Yeah, no, there's not that much buy pressure over here. Check out on the daily. For weekly and daily, I saw it was bearish momentum. On 4 hour, closes in 1 hour.
Truly beautiful to look at and absolutely original. Discover pieces created.
So in 1 hour, it could actually come back up. But as of right now, we broke these lows. You can see right here. It came up here, respected this trend line again, then just went down, broke this trend line down here. Oh, no, it's still on it. So still on that trend line. So for the 4 hour, we actually might see a reversal. We might start seeing a reversal here because this is also the daily fair value gap. So since we're still somewhat in the daily fair value gap, might see some reversal here. So I have what, 2 hours left of my trading window. Any news? I don't think so. For gold, so 1 hour starting to bounce back up here. 4 hour just reversed. Check out 1 hour now. So 1 hour or 4 hour, what I saw that is respecting this trend line, respected this trend line up here also, bouncing off of it. And so now we're bouncing off of this trend line also. If in 1 hour this candle pulls bullish, then it could be potential buys. For example, if this candle pulls bearish, what it could do is go like this, make a small support right here, and then just keep going up to either retest this trend line over here, or just keep pushing up, because we are on a daily value gap. So, and we're still on this big value gap over here in the 4 hour. Not only that, if we go to the weekly, something that we can do is, since it already closed up here, this is support down here and resistance. Go to Fibonacci, go down here, up here. Boom. Now we go to the 4 hour, check it out. And let me actually make it a little bit smaller. Over here so I can see it. 4 hour. Alright. There we go. So we could see it's still within the golden percent. So yeah, we're still in the golden zone right now. So we have a daily fair value gap over here and a 4 hour fair value gap that's still respecting. We have the Fibonacci golden area, and let me delete all this. All right, and we have a trend line here also, as might respect. Not only that, if we go back to the weekly, or the daily actually, we could see that it's a little bit of accumulation here. So it's still within an area to accumulate. Like if we could see here, there's peaks over here. For example, this one right here. Let's just touch those. Boom. There's peaks over here. This one right over here. There's these two right over here. There's this one over here, which lines up with that one. And I'm pretty sure, if anything, yeah, look at all that. So yeah, some pretty good distance right here also. There's a bunch of liquidity here. So we're in a pretty good zone right now. Really good area here for buys. But if we go on the weekly, we are still bullish until this candle closes bearish. Yeah, because we broke this high right here. We do have that bearish hammer here though, so we gotta be very careful here. But this is on the weekly, and there's 2 days left. So what we can see is we could see a day go bullish here, and if it does go bullish, it could go reversal. But on the daily, we are bearish, so we still have to be careful on that. On the 4 hour, we just broke these lows over here. So what we can also see is sometimes it could either just do this, bounce off of here, bounce off of these lows over here, keep going down, or it could keep going up. If we go to the 1 hour, let's check how it looks. So that candle just closed bullish. That candle just closed bullish.
I could not be happier about the quality or the wonderful personal message.
So this candle right now, there's only been 3 minutes, 2 minutes into this candle, and it's already all the way down here. So what that could mean, one, that it's just looking for this liquidity down here to keep on going up, or it'll just keep pushing down. One of the two. Because we could also see that it kind of touched this liquidity up here before going down. So that's a pretty good area right there. So now that we go down on the 1 hour, we can see that this is a pretty, like, I feel like this is a bullish area over here as of right now. Go on the 30-minute. Down here, we tested this. 15-minute. Broke these highs. Yeah, so on the 15-minute, we broke these highs over here. So let me go back to the 1 hour. So we did break those highs. Let's check how the 5-minute looks. So we just retested this down here. Closes in 1 minute. So what I see on the 15-minute right now is it just broke these highs. It reached this area of interest where it's touching the trend line. Just broke it. And from one candle we broke it. Broke this high right here. It might be looking to make another support down here, but we'll have to see. But as of right now, I see that it's bullish on the 15. 30-minute, we haven't broken these highs yet. We are somewhat retesting these lows down here. I feel like we might have broken a little bit above these lows, but it's still like an interest area where it could keep on going down, keep on driving down. So let me just look at the 5-minute. 5 minutes closing in 16 minutes. Bearish right here, breaking this low. So now we're on a bearish movement again on the 5-minute. 15-minute, we're pretty low down here. So if 5-minute just closes like this, very bearish, we might still see a little bit more push down. Yeah, a lot of volume on that candle also. Now we just play the waiting game. I see that it's in a interest zone for me. So not really that many order blocks I could go off of because we broke these lows down here. If anything, we'll probably go for these order blocks down here. But even if we go for these, I think I'll just go for this one for this order block. But that's if it even reaches down there. So just keep it right there. Just keep looking at the market, what it's doing right now. Because right now, what could have happened right here is it just came up here. So it was accumulating right over here. Broke it. Retested it up here and then kept on pushing. But we gotta be very careful of this because there is something called AMD, which is accumulation, manipulation, distribution, which is basically this. It's accumulating in one area. It breaks the structure, so it starts manipulating, and then it starts to distribute the other way. So you gotta be very careful of that. Let's check out the 15-minute. So yeah, I'm still retesting these lows over here. Touch this order block up here. Touch that order block. So I just broke those lows, making a lower low now. Yeah, so we could see the manipulation of this 5-minute candle. Now I could see it after it did the movement. So you can see right here, it went up here. This candle went up here and then pushed down again. This candle went up here, did the same thing. Then this one also went up here and then came right here. If I really was focusing on this, my entry would have been as soon as it breaks this low right here. But I didn't take the entry. So we'll just wait for the next one. Right now it's touching the 69%, I believe. Yeah, 69%. So that's how the 15-minute is closing. If it closes like that, I might enter. Just because, one, it touched this area of interest, this order block up here, pushed down, breaking these lows, and is right now breaking that trend line.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print everything you need to brand your business? We print banners and signs that help you stand out, and must-have merch like tote bags, t-shirts, and hoodies.
But I would like to see it close down here.
20% off with code NEW20, because if you need it, we print it at Vistaprint.com.
Check out NASDAQ. It's a sell right now. Pushing these lows. So today, since I got into the markets a little bit too late, I didn't have time to analyze both gold and NASDAQ to see which one I liked more. But if I would have to say, I'm gonna like gold more for today. But this is a very big push down here. A lot of people caught that. So we're starting to see a reversal here. Ooh. So touch that 69%, now it's starting to go here. So I might be looking for buys here.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump.
So the reason why I took this entry is because you can see that it had this very big push on here. Same thing with this candle, push all the way down here.
Wait.
But then now it didn't break these lows. It manipulated these lows. That's all it did. So since it didn't break it, that's a very good sign for me, because it just shows that it went down here just to grab that liquidity that was down here. So not only that, what it also could have been doing is manipulating this trend line over here also, because since it's manipulating these lows and that trend line. But now this reversal is not that good, because we're up here on this order block. Didn't touch it, it touched the wick. Touched right at the wick of that order block. Check out the 15-minute. The reason why I entered that one also is because the 15-minute, whenever it was up here, that's a very good sign, because usually whenever it does that, what I like seeing, or what the market usually tells me after it does that, is that it makes another lower low, right? And so it makes a higher low. So it makes a support here to keep on going up. So that's why I took that trade. But if it breaks these lows, we have a 2-minute, and if it breaks these lows to keep on the bearish movement, it's not really a good sign. If it does that, then I do exit this trade. Yes or yes. That's if not. That's if it doesn't touch my stop loss. Also, this is a very big bullish hammer. It still has some sell force, but it's still a good sign. It might take me out here. Yeah, I haven't traded in like, I would say, in a few months. So I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more back testing. Definitely going to be making more live streams. So yeah, I just took us out here. The first few live streams, I'm not going to be active trading on a funded account, just because, like I said, I'm rusty at it right now. And not only that, I used to trade Forex, but now I'm making the move over to futures. So I'm trying to like test out the waters, how it feels. So yeah, so we lost this trade. But to be honest though, trading isn't much about strategy. It's not about none of that. It's mostly about your psychology. It's up to you. Do you want to make it in the charts or not? That's pretty much it. So this one's gonna keep on driving down. Yeah, just broke these lows over here. This one just barely broke these lows, but it didn't like break it. Like it's still right there in that area. So it still broke it, but not by that much. And so we might still see a reverse here. I probably should have put my stop loss down here below this low. That's what I probably should have done. just in case, yeah, because if I had it here, it wouldn't have stopped for these, or maybe it would have. Mostly would have wanted to look for the liquidity of this candle since it was closer. So that could have been a mistake. That we could be fixing very soon. Now let's see if it was there, would have hit the W's. Because right now I'm still seeing buy. Like I don't really see that much sell on the 5 minute, other than it being on the sell movement. But we're still seeing a lot of manipulation down here. A lot of manipulation. This candle started out going down here really quick and then bounced back up. So showing me forces of manipulation. Not only that, it just touched the 69% of the Fibonacci and just 70% on the Fibonacci went up. So
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where'd I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump or the checkout counter.
so it's like right here, I would wait for this candle to close. If it closes bullish, I would enter for a buy here. Just because I lost one trade. So the way how I want to start making trades is just like how I used to do it with my Forex trading, which it wasn't really a strategy. It was mostly just lowering the risk, right? If I took one trade a day, I lost that trade, I'm done for the day. I took one trade a day, I won that trade, I'm done for the day, because I only need one trade per day. Realistically, one trade could change your life depending on what type of account you have. So that's why I'm only looking for one trade a day. For example, swing traders, they don't trade a lot at the same time. Most of them do, but a lot of them don't. The ones that I know, at least. So it could do a reversal here again because it's touching that area again. 5 seconds left. So how it closed, yeah. So I'm gonna enter this trade here. Put it down here. Make sure it's my 2%. Because I'm only looking to risk 2%. I don't want to risk more than that. So one thing, it could go down here again, just because it's touching this order block right here. So this over here though was a trade for sure. Right here, you just put your stop loss right above these highs right here, just in case it's just above this order block, honestly. Oh, it wouldn't have touched TP, almost though. It's 3 pips for the stop. 6 pips for TP. Yep. He pips with this movement.
Oh no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit
That was
card.
3
their debit
pips.
card.
Leave that thing.
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use card lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound? That's peace of mind from Chase.
I feel like this stop loss is too big for this.
JP Morgan Chase Bank NA, member FDIC.
I just do it. Too big or not, I already entered the trade. I'm not one to go back on my word. Check out the 15-minute. So this is how the 15-minute looks as of right now. So we still have like 6 minutes left on it. Check out the 30. So the 30, look at this, the 30 went all the way down here, and now we're up here. So that's like almost a, let's see, that's 2.5 pips of a movement, and then went back up. So it's pretty good for us because we're still respecting this trend line. Check out the 1 hour. We got 35 minutes left for the 1 hour. Same thing. Check out the 4. We're closing 30. So I mean, the last 4 hour, we barely have any volume. Don't really push down that much. Same thing with this candle as of right now. It's only 30 minutes left, but we haven't really seen that much down push. Or up push, as here, as you can see. So on the 15-minute, it just reversed back down to bearish candle. Check out the 5-minute how it looks. So it just closed bearish, closes support, respecting this order block down here or up here. This is very interesting because yeah, it's most likely going to touch my stop loss now, just because it's respecting this order block right here. But we do have a bunch of liquidity here, so it could bounce back up.
Sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Leave that thing.
Not at the gas.
If I do lose this one, I'll just get off for the day. There we go. Right. So took 2 L's today in the live markets. I will be putting in a lot of work into back testing again. Trying to see if I could go back. And I just need the back testing as of right now, which is what it seems like, because I messed up on this order block. What I see from these trades is I messed up on these order blocks right here. Not only that, in this trade, I put my stop loss too low, even though it's not that big of a deal because I still end up losing this trade also. It is a big of a deal just because I can't be having my stop losses too close, right? For example, for this one, I was basing it off of these lows over here instead of this low, the prior candle, which I cannot be doing that. I gotta have it at the best